Over the weekend, no, na watch back we betray mu. Na said the talk of the town, Richard Ni Amakwe, the birthday I will be ye, and Richard Ni Amakwe at 40, then the Independence Square, honumina, aye minya, nefe ye, a man for can wasem. Now, so a jebo, a janya bedru birthday ni a dear ye, or more muffin Nigeria by we've gone back to our daily activities. Now no more na afterward to a year hint be near dear say ye freeze Richard Nyamakwe account any idea be say from Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA, because of some taxes being there, and a GRA for Edbetu just say, oh, yes, one more freezing the account per se, but one more a year in Shishimuni idea be there, I found the tax payment at home. And then the better say, Financial Intelligence Bureau, so aqua freezing the account, the same thing near there. I will say the demand, say, better I say, yeah, channel for money laundering. And a man from say a dear pote and a branty money laundering saying yentiasi but ye been one say na no one and a ma wako PM ewo ye chief imam na say akwa donation de amano. In light of that no ye ka money laundering issues na amount for kase ye no kre papa we dey ni obi a waye den waye no say money laundering ni ade and am no kase opani bia sebe who is a very big man ewo Ghana hanum say ka business titine na sebe ni juma yemfe ni agro ababonten abekasa afa wono ene eye Richard Niamakwe wo namfo sembia na ekoso muntem ene kwan a wo chema Richard Niamakwe a hijack ne business ene ade abusanche sensema papa ne kana say kamia say opeso wo confirm eye money laundering nsema na ye kika na say amanfo ka say abrante ne de ni sika enye genuine ene ade ni nyina papa no actually ni nsem abusia. It's very sad but yenko na yenko tie nsema opani edituja.
Let me tell you, he has taken a lot of other businesses. Whether properly or not. Once he's doing it to me, it's likely that's what he did to the other people too. So I went and registered Dominion Pins 2018, and still the funding was not coming. Then somebody suggested Quick Angels. He's a very young guy. That time I think 35, 34, thereabout. I was so passionate about him. I like his zeal. I like everything about him. So that's why we need to be very careful. So I was just giving in to anything he says. Anytime he says, oh, Mr. Advance, also no problem, let's go ahead. So I don't say, oh, let's go ahead. But I got to a stage that I found out that the man has virtually hijacked the business from me.
Where do you think was the starting point of this boiling pot?
The word is greed. I think this young boy is really greedy. I mean, let me tell you, he has taken a lot of other businesses. There's a hospital at Ridge Medical Center. He has taken it from the doctor. My challenge is just the courts. If the courts could just be truthful. From my experience now, I can tell you that 300 armed robbers are better than one corrupt judge. Take this word. 300 armed robbers, the harm they can cause is not as what one corrupt judge can do. Is maybe because the contract is mine, we add some value.
Okay.
So maybe we value, apart from my 10 million, let's say another 10 million. So I'm bringing 20 million, for example. So you are bringing 50, making 70, he's bringing 30.
Yeah.
So that would be the shareholding. Okay. And that was exactly what I did with Quick Angels. Okay. We went into a joint venture. As depicted in the title of the
why you guys do like a direct equity investment? Why do you do like a direct equity investment or like give you debt? Because I mean they have like all those issues.
They said they don't do that. They have a sister company called Quick Credit.
Okay.
They do that. You can go to them, take your loan, and you do it. But this one was a joint venture where the advantage to me is that if it collapses, we all go home. Okay. If it succeeds, we share. Okay. So based on that, they decided to take the lion's share. They decided to take 60%. And that was holding 40%. But they
were bringing in capital.
Yeah, they were bringing capital. I had equipment, the machineries, and all those things.
Can you get like a ballpark of like the capital value?
They were bringing $300,000. Okay. Purposely for raw materials and some refurbishment work at the factory site.
Okay.
So we signed the joint venture agreement. They found a very funny way. I'm not here because of them.
Yeah, but
once the questions are coming to appear. So my advice to workers, to entrepreneurs is that if you want to go to any kind of partnership, do the necessary consultations.
Yeah.
I cannot be very sure if even all lawyers understand these things.
Yeah, I think we've also had our fair share trying to use financing involving lawyers. And realize that a lot of lawyers don't understand
Yes.
corporate finance.
Yes.
And
It's a different ballgame. I did not even understand a lot of things until this litigation came up. And now I think I'm an authority.
Yeah, cool. So now you have got to the point where you got the financing you wanted.
Yes.
There's something you're desperate for. I don't want to use the word, but for lack of a better, you want the financing to keep scaling this.
Exactly.
There was huge demand, right?
Yes.
You've got this $200,000, formed a joint venture. What happens?
We started working.
What was supposed to be the tenure of the joint venture?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years. Every joint venture has a lifespan.
Yes.
It's a temporal association. So we put a first 3 year to be reviewed and all that.
Sorry.
So they brought the 300,000. We started work.
Yeah.
Then
Business was booming.
yes. Oh, beautifully.
How did the margins look like? For the painting business,
for paint,
people are interested.
For paint, I've been in pharmacy business. It's good.
Yeah,
I think paint is good.
the margins are higher with the painting.
Paint is good.
Yeah.
If you're able to get the raw materials from the right source, which they did, because of the capital they brought, we're able to
Get like
procure from China directly
to
from
reduce your
exactly our cost of
overheads,
production.
yeah.
Exactly. So that one, I praise them for that. It actually changed the face of the business. But I noticed that, notwithstanding the fact that they have 60% share, I think he wanted a bigger bite or wanted it all for himself. And let me just mention that he's a very young guy.
Yeah.
That time, I think 35, 34, thereabout. I was so passionate about him. I like his zeal. I liked everything about him. So that's why we need to be very careful. So I was just giving in to anything he says. Anytime he says, "Oh, Mr. Price, also no problem, let's go ahead." So I would say, "Oh, let's go ahead." But I got to a stage that I found out that the man has virtually hijacked the business from me. He has hijacked the business. So when I noticed it, I approached a very senior lawyer.
He was going against
the joint venture agreement.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
One, the first thing he did that was very, very, very bad, was that the joint venture was supposed to have a 3-member board.
Okay.
And according to the joint venture, Quick Angels are supposed to bring one, Dominion bring one, then we'll look for a neutral third party. He brought his own brother, deceived me that he's a friend and an Oxford graduate, a lawyer, blah, 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 blah. And I bought into it. Even that, I remember jokingly, I said, if the person is your friend, how do you try to do it? So, Mr. Adam, I said, okay, no problem. So he came on, not knowing that very man is the general manager for Quick Angels Limited.
Oh.
He's the general manager of Quick Angels Limited. And his brother. So how could he be neutral? I didn't know at the time.
Yeah. I mean, you had interfaced with them, had conversations with them, they are investing in you.
Yes.
Didn't you meet the general manager for Quick Angels?
It was one session.